Let's play a little game, folks, shall we? See if you can guess where I am today. I want to see your guesses down in the comments below. As you can see behind me, I'm by a 1950s American diner. Do you think I've flown back over to the States? Well, it is fair to say I'm only 75 miles away from Boston. Just not that Boston. From Boston in Lincolnshire. I'm in a place called Swadlincote in Derbyshire. And this behind me here is a genuine 1950s American diner. Originally it was opened in Cambridge, Massachusetts, which is probably quite close to Boston actually, in 1952. Operated over there until 1968, closed down, fell into disrepair. Someone over here spotted it and brought it over to the UK. Done it up, and here we are. It's kind of on a little industrial park. There's a lorry park behind me there. There's an MOT test centre there. And this, just stuck in the middle of it all. Anyway, what I'm expecting here is kind of American diner classics. I guess it's going to be all hot dogs and big subs, which are hopefully better than Subway. That kind of fare. So let's get inside and find out what it's all about, shall we? Come on. Looks pretty cool inside, doesn't it? Got that real sense of Americana. Unfortunately, music is way too loud in there, so I can't film. They've got a little seating area outside though, so we've come to sit outside. It's a nice sunny day, so why not, hey? We have the menu here, and as I expected, it's full of kind of diner classics. You've got all sorts of breakfast options if you're here early enough. What have we got here? Wings, corn dogs, nachos. Then you get into the burger section. Plenty of different options there, and you can actually build your own burgers, which is nice. Lots of different hot dogs and sides, and then there's some sandwiches like cheesesteaks and bagels and subs. Lots and lots going on here. They've also got some food challenges on the menu. You've all seen me attempt one of those before. I don't think we'll be going for that. We'll leave that to the pros, shall we? And there are some desserts on the back too. First thing that we've ordered, a couple of floats. We've got a cherry with obviously vanilla ice cream in the top. Proper American diner classic this, and this is a grape soda. Camera person's having that. I've got this one. Let me have a little sip of this, because it's nice and cold, and it's boiling out here, and then I'll talk you through the rest of the order. God, that's sweet. Cherryade, and obviously you dunk the ice cream into it, it'll mix in a little bit, slush up. Yummy. Right, the ordering situation. You get given one of these if you're sitting outside. Obviously inside it's all table service. You have to scan the QR code and order through an app. Wasn't the easiest, I'll be honest with you. It was a bit of a pain, but if you're going to stay outside, that's what you have to do. Food has been delivered to the table. It's come in these sort of plastic trays, very synonymous with the US diner experience, isn't it? What have we got here? Well, we'll start off with the frickles. Some fried pickles here. Come in and take a little look. You're going to sort of, almost looks like a corn dog kind of batter. So how many of those have we got? 5 of those with some ranch dressing there. Then we got the hot dog. This is the chili nacho dog. Again, come and take a little look if you can. So it's covered in nachos. We've got some jalapeno on the top, all the different toppings, and some seasoned fries there. And then we have the burger. So this is with cheese, with bacon. Again, a nice portion of fries here. Really, really good portion, to be fair. Not scrimping on that. And we have got this pot of nacho cheese to dip things in. I think I can see some fries going in there. And before anyone starts arguing, these are fries. They're not chips. These are fries. Look at them. Long and thin. Definitely fries. Now they seem to have a coating on. Can you see that coating? Kind of looks almost like that sort of Taco Bell spice, doesn't it? I hope they're better than Taco Bell's. They are. Not a very pronounced spicing on there. What I will say, they're really crisp. Just freshly cooked and really hot. Wonder how it goes in this nacho cheese. Let's have a look at the consistency of this. Look at that. So it's clinging to the chip quite nicely there. Here we go. That's really rather nice. It's almost got a little vinegary element to it. Like with some, like they've used the juice of some of their jalapenos or whatever, if they're pickled ones. So there's a little kind of background spice in there too. I like that. Now, before I move on to this burger, I want to try the frickles. So I'll put that there, and we'll bring these frickles in. So sometimes when you get them, they're kind of sliced, aren't they? Crinkle cut, and just fried individual bits. Here, we got great big whole ones. Like little wallies in, in batter. Interesting. Okay, let's give this frickle a try. Good Lord, that's hot. So, again, if you come in and have a little look here, you can see it is kind of the same. It's not really batter as such. It's quite doughy. It's the same stuff you'd get on corn dogs. And it's quite sweet, which is a little disconcerting, to be honest. A bit too sweet, I think, to go with the pickle. Got some local wildlife taking an interest here. Yeah, it's just a little too sweet. Let's try it with this. I think this is a ranch dressing. Now, I never really see the point of ranch dressing. It's just like putting something cold and flavourless on. What I would say is it does help take some of that sweetness away. Which, like I say, is a little bit weird. Burger time, folks. I tell you what, I should have put some sun cream on sitting out here. But before I do that, I've got to go back in for another one of these fries with the nacho cheese sauce. Because that's really good. Okay. American flag. I'll take it out. Oh, God. I've thrown it down on the ground there now, haven't I? I'll probably get a bunch of MAGA supporters telling me I'm disrespecting the US. I'm not. I just don't want it in my burger while I'm trying to eat it. Oh, my God. How am I going to eat that, even? Look at it. Look how big that burger is. That is a real Python mode job, isn't it? Got to dislocate the jaw to get around it. So we got bacon in there, we got onions, we got smashed patties, we got cheese, we got chives even. And it's got some weight to it, let me tell you, it really does. Let's give it a try. Ooh. But a wasp was going to come and eat it then. That, my friends, is a very tasty burger. Wasp, get away from my float. You wouldn't enjoy it. Now, you've got a choice of baps here. We've gone for a seeded Tennessee roll. There was brioche available, there's gluten-free things available. But I quite like this choice. I think it works quite well. It's kind of a bit of a twist on a sesame bun, I guess. Nice oozy cheese in there. Bacon properly cooked. Not flabby, but not so crispy that it kind of falls into shards. It's quite a nice thick piece of bacon. Oh, these smashed patties are great. Yeah. And really reasonably sized too. Like I say, there's some weight to this. There really is. The onions cook nicely. That is a tasty burger. Right. Shall I try the hot dog now? One more bite. That is good. Right. Clean up the chops a little bit. Little slurp of the float. Again, still very sweet. And we're on to the hot dog. Actually, I'm going to have to hang on to that, I think, because that's going to blow away otherwise. So the hot dog here. Can you see it perfectly well with that burger still in shot? Who knows? But here we have regular hot dog bun, hot dog sausage inside it, and all sorts of goodness on the top. There's beef chili on there. There's nacho chips. There's guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos. And again, another portion of these really rather tasty fries. They're pretty addictive, they are. Right, can I pick this up and show you without it going everywhere? Sort of. There's a lot of cheese leaking out the end of this, so I'm gonna have to hold it up this way, I think. Come and take a little look at what is all over this hot dog. You see all that goodness there? That's gonna give all sorts of flavours and textures. And hopefully the wasp doesn't land on this before I take a bite, because otherwise it won't just be the chili that's giving me a bit of a sting, will it? Okay, let's try this end. I'm getting messy already. One bite in. One bite in. So, the hot dog sausage itself tastes just like a fairly regular Frank. Nothing exceptional about it. A little bit of snap to the skin, but not too much. You know, I've probably had similar hot dogs out of those jars you get. Maybe that's a little harsh, but it doesn't feel exceptional. What is good though is the toppings on there. I don't normally like a lot of sour cream, but there's a good dollop of it here, and it actually tastes pretty good in conjunction with everything else that's on here. We've got the spicy little fellas. We've got salsa, guacamole. It is not the easiest thing to eat. Someone behind the camera is pulling faces at me because I think I'm eating it like a pig, I guess. There's no other way to go at it. You can't exactly eat this with a knife and fork, can you? I mean, overall, the flavour of it isn't bad. You know, I like the combination of everything that's on top of it. I just kind of think that the actual sausage itself could be better. You know, it's nowhere near as good as the burger is. That's for sure. Interesting though. Right, I'm going to get myself another frickle from over here. Dip that in the cheese sauce this time, because this cheese sauce is like liquid gold. It's brilliant. And yeah, finish up a bit more of this. Finish up my Coke float. Coke float, it's not Coke, is it? It's cherry float. Right, I just want to talk to you a little bit more about this hot dog here. If you come and take a little look here at the sausage, like I said to you, it just kind of looks like one you'd get out of a jar. It doesn't look anything special at all. I expected something a little bit more high quality. Inside here is really, really sloppy, and the bun is struggling to keep up with it. It's just a bit too much, I think. Yeah, anyway, we're going to finish it up. No. We'll talk about the bill and the whole experience in a moment. I'll see you then. Okay then folks, so the 1950s American diner here in Swadlincote in Derbyshire. What do we think about it? It's a really cool place. I really love the way it's been done up. I love the inside of it. I'd have preferred to have eaten inside it, to be honest, but the music in there is just too loud and I wouldn't have been able to. Been inundated by wasps sitting outside, which is a bit of a shame. Obviously that's not their fault, nothing they can do about that is there. It's our fault for sitting outside. Service-wise, so-so. It was a little abrupt, I'll be honest, from the actual servers. The chefs that I was talking to were fine, nice guys. But the manager running it was just a touch on the abrupt side for my liking. Okay, on to the food. Actually, camera person's being attacked by a wasp, so... Now it's coming to get me, because I chopped it. Karate! Ha! Right. Now we'll talk about the food until the wasp comes back again with his mates probably. So, the big cheeseburger, £18. That's the cheeseburger with the fries and the nacho cheese dip. Great burger. Really very, very good burger. Sometimes the simplest things are the best, aren't they? They've elevated it ever so slightly with the use of the cheese sauce and a little bit of chives and stuff in there. But it's basically just a bacon cheeseburger, and a damn good one. The fries, very, very crisp, very tasty. Enjoyed them a lot. I think that's the star of the show, that burger. It really is. The chili nacho dog, £13 for that with the fries. For me, that was a little bit of a letdown. The dog itself didn't feel like the best quality. The bun was just a very, very standard bun. Okay, it's a hot dog bun. The fillings inside, not too bad, but just probably a bit too much of everything. It made it far too sloppy to actually eat it sensibly. Yeah, a little bit of a letdown, that. The frickles, £6 for them. I think that's possibly about right, maybe a touch on the pricey side. The dip improved them. It did. I'm not a big fan of ranch, but it did improve them. Added a little sour note to it because it was a bit sweet from that kind of corn dog kind of batter. Yeah, they weren't as enjoyable as frickles I've had before. The floats, I mean, they're just floats, aren't they? They were okay. £5 for a small one like that. Again, I think it's possibly on the punchy side. The ice cream that was in there was pretty much the cheapest of the cheap, in my opinion. It was okay. It was okay. Grape soda, nice to have that there. Typical American kind of drink. I'd have liked some root beer or something. There wasn't any root beer available. I had a cherry one. And they were both a £5 each. So, in total, that was £47. Ordering through the app, there's a service fee of 94p. I guess that's by the people who operate the app or something. No mention of that anywhere on there. I mean, it's not a huge amount of money, is it? But just something to note. So yeah, altogether £47.94, no service charge on there. Yeah, fair enough. So, I mean, if I was to score it just on the burger and fries, I mean, we'd be looking at a good 4.5 out of 5 for that, and the venue itself. But of course, there's a bit more to it than that, isn't there? A bit more to it than that. So I think overall, I think we're probably getting closer to a 3. I think the hot dog was a little bit disappointing, the frickles were a bit disappointing, the floats were a bit overpriced. It's probably closer to a 3 out of 5 for me. Nice experience, but if you do come here, get one of their burgers. They're amazing, they really are. Right, well, when I went to New York and Atlantic City, I didn't get to a diner while I was there. I've just come to Derbyshire and been to one. So that's pretty cool. So if you want that experience, there's one here on your doorstep. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about this place. Is it the authentic American diner experience? Have you been to a diner over in the States? Well, how do you think it compares? Yeah, for me, it just felt a little bit lacking, but there we are. 3 out of 5. Does it get Greeno's green light? No, not really, but it's not a red light. It's just kind of amber in the middle. So, if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to click a thumbs up on there for me. It does help the channel. And take a little look around the vault, see what else you enjoy. And if there's more than 1 or 2, you know the drill. Click the subscribe button, ding your bell for notifications, all that good stuff. Right, where am I off to now? Well, I've made my way fairly far up the country. Wonder if I'll go any further. You'll have to wait and see. Bye for now, folks.